We drove down this driveway and came around the corner, and I said, I'll take it. And the guy who came to the door was a big surprise, John Goodman. And John, hey Dave, I said, hey John. It's hard to get this kind of property here, you know, in Los Angeles. You know, I grew up in the South, and this reminded me of Georgia.
David Hasslehoff became a star in the TV shows The Young and the Restless and Knight Rider. But it was the sunny beaches of Los Angeles that brought him his fame and fortune as the world's most famous lifeguard in the international hit series Baywatch. Stardom has earned him a luxurious colonial-style home, where a top celebrity magazine is photographing David and his stunning wife, Pamela.
You can move a couple of times there. It's real. Let it sashay back. There you go. And
this is my first day of vacation. You know. How'd you guys get in here anyway? When we bought this house, none of this was here, and we actually added all the cobblestone, the bricks. I wanted to build the perfect toy house for me and my kids.
David wants to give his daughters, Taylor Ann and Haley Amber, the same secure upbringing that he and his 4 sisters enjoyed as children.
We grew up all over the United States, in Maryland, first in Baltimore, Maryland, then Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago. I had a great childhood. I think the whole world's all screwed up because people don't have good childhoods. You can look at anybody, any single person who's got a problem in their life and talk to them about their childhood, and 90% of them have not been loved. We live in this cave over here. Check this out. We have lunch in this cave. We have dinner in this cave. We jump off here. We dive for rocks. My kids are kind of like their dad. They're water babies.
David and Pamela have only lived in the house for a year, but Pamela has already remodeled it very much in her own style.
this is the most formal shot I've ever taken.
Formal people, for Christ's sake. Hello.
The people who previously owned it made it very, very country, and I made it a little bit more contemporary. But they had this beautiful wood piece that covered most of the wall, but it wasn't right for my taste. So we tore that down, and I went with the fireplace guy, and we built one into, together.
Over here is probably the most important part of the house for me. The gym. This is where I live about every morning of the week between 5 and 6 o'clock. And the most important thing in this room is the Baywatch pinball machine. See?
Best office in the world.
The best office in the world. Here goes the ball. Whoa. You know you've arrived when you have your own Baywatch pinball machine.
David was unsure about doing another television series when he was first approached about Baywatch. So what convinced him?
I saw the action, I saw the people, I saw the kids, I saw the beach and the helicopters and the rescues, and it was done in kind of a Chariots of Fire slow motion thing, which made it very emotional, very appealing, and very dramatic. And I kind of walked out of the office saying no, and I got on the telephone and called my manager, and I said, I'm saying no to them, I'm saying yes to you.
Going to work in trunks every day has made David very aware of keeping his body in tip-top shape.
I do a thing that's called stations, and basically you do cardio and lifting at the same time. And the circuit takes about an hour, and by the end of the hour, man, you are pumped and you are sweating, it's hard to keep my girlish figure. In the beginning, it was embarrassing because I was around all these guys who were buff. I have my little David Hasslehoff cutout, which is very important, but then I realized that everybody was still looking at me, and I was proud of my physique because I worked hard on it, and I still work hard on it.
Whoa! All right. right, 100, 100. Double a quits.
It's a rubbish time.
Forget the tennis pictures. I'm just going to take pictures of Pam dancing around. Oh!
Okay.
All right.
Well, I get up about 5:30 and do my arms and do the bike. Any more than that, then it's too much. But I don't work out on weights or anything. It's more cardio and the things I eat. But I've been working on my tricep.
Oh! Home run! Wow, what a great looking tracksuit, huh?
Cute, huh?
Yeah.
You can tell I just ate.
Mm.
I had a big lunch.
Hold those in front of your face again, just for a shot.
This is, this is my office. We have 27 telephones in the house. 27, 7 lines, and you know, we're a pretty busy family. And all these are 90 Night Rider tapes and 180 Baywatch and Baywatch nights. Yeah. I find it hard to watch myself, I really do.
Baywatch is one of the most popular TV shows of all time, with over 1 billion viewers worldwide. But David is not only the star, he also part owns the company and is executive producer.
I've taken a much more hands-on control this year, much to the problems of you know, other people.
Rehearsing in a slow, confident manner.
I really clearly have a vision in my head of what the people in the world want, and that came from 90 episodes on Knight Rider, you know, so I know what they want.
A little longer beat.
Yeah, because I just want to play.
Yeah.
I know what they want, and it's my challenge to give it to them and to keep these shows good, you know. I'm not trying to, you know, just throw out television for the sake of television. We want to make these shows entertaining. Yeah.
Roll sound.
I see these guys more than I see my wife. You know, I get up in the morning at 5:30 and I get home at 7:30, and I'm spending 14 hours a day with these guys and ladies. And so you've got to get along. We have a saying around here, when you pout, you're out, and we mean that.
Pamela Anderson left the show in 1996, but David knew it was the right time.
It was time for her to go. It was time for her to go, and it was time for us to let her go. And the kind of publicity and where she was going in her personal life and her career was kind of not really what I wanted for Baywatch, and it was kind of starting to affect us in the wrong direction as far as gaining viewers.
David's wife, Pamela, is very much part of the on-set family, and over the years has made regular guest appearances in the show.
Here she is.
This is the evil nanny from hell. Actually, her name is Pamela Hasslehoff, and as you can see, we get along really well.
This is my real
Whatever you do,
husband.
don't tell your husband. I met her on Knight Rider, and then I met her years later at a club.
I've been married 8 years.
We can't stay mad at each other, although I really try hard sometimes.
Well, I don't think the 8 years is a really long time. I think it's pretty much, you know, just the beginning.
We have 2 bonding children that are mean more to us than really our relationship, and more to us than anything. And so anytime we get into something that just seems to be immovable, irreconcilable, we think about the overall effect, and we say, oh, we can work it out. And we do.
Circus doggy. He's a circus dog.
That's nice, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you're the best.
Before, hold it.
This is kind of our wall of fame. As you can see, the most important picture, our daughters. And then one of our dear friends, Princess Diana, and I hosted a charity together. And she was a lovely lady, and
Wonderful.
we miss her terribly. I met her, and she said, you look awfully good with your clothes on. And I said, so do you. And I was a bit smitten with her, and I think maybe she was as well. That's what my wife says, at least. And I gave her a couple of hats, and she kept them for her children and said she was not going to give them to her deputy, who was her security guard, because she said she wanted to make sure that her boys got. I don't know if you recognize that guy right there. He's the most famous lifeguard in the world, Bill Clinton.
I was feeling like Forrest Gump, you know, when you see the president, Forrest Gump, and he goes, I think I have to pay. Well, I had to use the restroom, but I thought, I'm not going to tell Bill Clinton I have to do this. So instead, I asked him if we could go jogging with him the next day. So the next day, we went jogging. They had a mean pace going on.
He actually said, did you ever think Baywatch would be as big as it is? And I said, I never thought the President of the United States would ever utter the word Baywatch. And we met Fergie that same night at a charity, raised $25,000 for her charity. I had Fergie at one point was going to be on the show. That never worked out, but she actually wrote me a letter and apologized. And she never saw the facts that was supposed to have made the contract work, because she said she would have liked to have done the show.
Well, the furniture actually I've had, and it just, I know it's odd to be able to move into a new house and the pieces fit, but I kind of go for the warm, natural tones.
David's favorite room in the house has been inspired by his frequent trips to and love of Africa.
My husband used to go to Africa all the time. He'd bring back all these wonderful pieces that you just couldn't get unless a native gave it to you. So we had a room called the African. That was one of the first ones to get done quickly, carpet, the wallpaper, and the screens. Although he wanted the screen, and then he would go back and forth on it.
Tell him how much money you pay for this.
Isn't this gorgeous? I bought this just about a month ago in Hamburg, Germany. It's 1950s antique.
Something's
You
wrong.
just got to put the weight on it, and then you got to get a rhythm. But it plays only German songs.
Many monkeys have died listening to this. I'm a bit dressed for this, but you know, I get recognized so much that sometimes I just can't go out. I just get overkill. So I stay home. And what do? I swim, and I play golf. There's my little hole right there. And I play tennis. So, and these balls are actually quite accurate. So this is like par 3. This dog is Sissy. Come here, Sissy. This dog will play ball until she dies. And the best part about it is she throws it back to you. I should put her on, like, you know, David Letterman or something. The first time I played here was with my father, and it was quite an emotional moment, because I said, Dad, can you believe this? We're playing tennis on my own court. It was awesome.
Every month, thousands of people come back to BT. You can be reconnected to BT for as little as $9.99. We'd really like to have you back, so call us on 0800 007 800.
From Academy Award-winning director Kevin Costner comes an epic new vision of our future, The Postman.
To remove stains like these before they set, use handy Vanish carpet wipes. Tough, fast-acting wipes with advanced Vanish.
Acting made David a star, but he has another passion which is equally important to him.
One morning in June of 20 years ago, I was born a rich man's son. I had everything that money could buy, but freedom I had none.
My first love is music, and so I'm back to where